trailers, with videos, with press releases that we left Def Jam, with press releases that we're joining Rock Nation. Like they put it all in like a 60-day span. So it built up excitement every single day. Then you came out with an amazing video for So Be It. Like, oh shit, people care about videos. They're really doing everything they needed to do as an artist, right? And the crazy thing I said was Shaka the other day, and Shaka was like, them niggas ain't do nothing special. We've been doing this in 2000. So the problem is the quality of what we have pushed out in hip hop has become so low, which a rapper just posting something on Instagram like, yo, my album come out tomorrow, that now everybody's just been so accepting the bullshit. But really, this is just a standard rollout in music. But
Yep.
we don't get standard rollouts anymore. Everything they did was standard in 2003. They like you couldn't even put an album out in 2003 if you didn't do all of this.
Nah, no, I listen. We all love Shaka, but Shaka gonna downplay it because I don't care what nobody says. Yes, this is a standard 2003 rollout, but done in 2025. So they have touched all the stuff the proper way that now is.
What I'm saying is being true to themselves, Jason, about forcing it. They didn't go sit with Kai Sinat. They didn't. That
Oh
would have
yeah,
been a
yeah, yeah.
force.
No,
That would
but
have been a
they
force.
still. Yeah, yeah, but they still did what had to be done in
Fact.
2025. So yes, it was done in they took what happens in 2003 and made it relevant for
Fact.
It was
2025. That's why it's such a big deal because it's still relevant for what they
They
did.
did
Because it
everything on
didn't feel
that.
like a 2003 rollout. It felt like a 2025 rollout.
They did the New
yeah.
York Times shit with John
Hold,
Carolina.
hold on, then, because I know we got Sid and Lindell up here. And I know we got some other people in the audience that want to chime in. I don't want it to be just us, because I know. Matter of fact, I know between me, Corey, Dean, Jason, Tori, Hollywood, we could do this for 3 hours. Just knowing what we know in our business. I want to give everybody else a little bit of shine. So Gary, I know we got Sid and Lindell. Let's let them shine a little bit, and we'll get back to us.
Shit, welcome back, Sid. What you got for us?
Hey, what's going on? How everybody doing?
Peace.
So this is just a little backstory. My one of my close cousins named Jeezy, Anthony Gonzalez, he was the manager of the Clipse. So I grew up in Virginia Beach, and I remember him telling us, "Hey, come to this video shoot I got," and we blew it off and went to the mall, and then later found out that video shoot was grinded. So it's like I missed out on hip hop history by just going to the mall. But there's two things I grabbed from this conversation is that a lot of times with a lot of the younger artists, they always talk about the bag and running the bag up, but they never talk about the exchange for the bag. It almost seems like they want to give the lowest quality they can to get the bag, and then when you do that, the bag runs out. People are going to stop giving you bags for the lowest quality. So maybe we need to talk about taking your time, even though the bag is coming. Let's take our time and deliver quality so that these bags keep coming for years and years and years. Like we see rock and rollers doing shows at 70 and 80 years old. And that's where it seems like hip hop is going. The other point I want to make is that
started on that.
the narrative, I think, of this album is that, and the reason why it has such a great story is that I think it's just brotherly love. They lost their parents, and then you see Malice has taken a step away, and so now it seems like the big brother wants to just come back, and he wants to spend time together with his younger brother so they can heal together. And if he has to separate himself a little bit from the religious aspect that he was on, so be it. So I think that's a narrative that all of us who have siblings and have families, we all going to deal with death. We all deal with our brothers and sisters. And I think that's a great storyline. And that's the reason why the storyline is running deep. So I think they're on the way to getting the Grammy, at least not for album, at least for the Birds Don't Sing song. But yeah, thank y'all.
Oh, real quick. All I just wanted to say was, I think the problem is, and I like what said, is quality. The problem is we don't have quality control anymore because nobody has, the people that are at the top don't have real taste. And I think we have to start accepting that we're going to get a lot of bullshit till we get the real tastemakers back and the real people that are there that understand quality. So all the quality stuff is always going to shine. So if you have a product, just stick to it and keep putting it out because eventually your product is going to shine if it has high quality and you have good taste.
It is.
Lindell, welcome to the stage. Tell us where you're calling from. What would you like to add to the conversation? Lindell, go for it. All right, you might have to hey, peace, Duran. You might have to go to your settings and give your microphone permission to interact with your phone.
So while we're waiting on that, and Gary, I guess you can go try to find somebody else who wants to come up. I want to ask this question: are we, as a culture, or just because of the era that we're in, are we too eager, or are we just in a time period where the urge is to get to the bag as soon as possible, and the story kind of gets in the way of it? Like, I mean, like you said, like this Clipse story is years in the making. Their parents didn't just pass the other day. This wasn't something that happened in 2025, and then they rushed and made an album and told the story and the whole nine. The breakup, the label woes, the issues with Kanye, the issues with Travis Scott, the issues with Drake. These things didn't just happen in the last 3 to 6 months, and then they went and made an album real quick to tell you all about it. This is a story that was built up over 15 years, really longer, depending on how you look at it. So can you still tell a story in 2025 if you are, starting your new backpack company, your new water company, whatever? Like, can you still tell the story, or do we have to get to the bag
I think
now?
It's not about money.
Yeah,
You're great at storytelling.
Not about money at all. Money shouldn't even be in this conversation.
right.
Right? I'm going to use an example. Jason in the room. Me and Jason used to sit at Slice Pizza every day for 2 years and dissected everything that Kanye did when he first started Donda. Everything that he did. The difference is niggas care, right? That's the real word that we should be using, not money. Do you care? Do you care? Pharrell cares. Pharrell cared enough about music, fuck the Clipse, about music that he put a studio in his LV contract.
But
That's
see,
how he cares about music.
I think a lot of this generation has spent the last 15 years trying to convince people that they're trappers and not rappers. And this
Hold up. You
love.
a trapper. Jay-Z is a trapper. He cares. T.I. is a trapper. He cares. Young Jeezy is a trapper. He cares. Niggas don't care about what they are creating.
Hold on. Gary might have hit something, and that might be my fault. But the Jeezy thing of I'm not a rapper, I'm a trapper. I do believe that right there started this trend of
Reslope.
I don't even really give a fuck about this rap shit. I really do this other thing, and this rap stuff is my part-time.
That's true. But
side
also
hustle, side gig thing.
But I also think people are not being realists. I don't care how much music you put out or how quick you go, you ain't get into the bag. That does not give you the bag. So people have to really be real and say, hey, am I gonna take my time or am I gonna rush it? Because either way, the bag still takes its time to come, regardless of how fast you put it out.
I think also in a general conversation of marketing, we really have to stop trying to sell to everybody, right? Like if you really look at
I
things,
told you.
if you want to do a comparison, Kai Cenat is telling a story to his age group. That's not for us. Them being on streaming and all that, that's how they tell their story, right? It's in real time and they stage stuff in the skits. If we're going to market different products to different demographics, we have to make it align with that demographic. The Clipse are proving that. Make it align with your demographic. Now, can
Okay.
some elements still fall into other markets after that? Absolutely. But if you don't stay focused on your core, which I don't care where you land in marketing, everybody knows this. If you don't stay focused on the core, there is no bag because it's going to be unstable and you might get a little bit of that immediate rush, but it won't have the follow through and you won't be able to hit those markers that you really want to hit.
Preach. There's no longevity in that. You won't be able to get it there.
Audience. They didn't try to get Drake's audience. They didn't try to get such and such's audience. They stayed with the Clipse / Pharrell's / Bait / BBC / young people that like to dress fly. That's their audience.
Luxury rap.
That is their audience. And they stayed right there.
All right. LS Media.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'm late to the party, but I'm definitely tapped in with what's going on in the music and marketing. I have a media company myself, and I just got a business administration degree. So I felt like that degree was important to the marketing and the business part of my media company. But to address the Clipse, and a young lady said the marketing part, they're marketing to their community, which is understood. They did the podcast run. They got viral clips, shorts, reels, a lot of things, but still looking at the return, they got 100,000 sales compared to Travis Scott got 200,000 sales on Jack Boys. You know what I'm saying? So they did a lot of dissing of Travis, but Travis, again, he has a community of people where he could put a box of cereal out and sell it for $100. And I've seen that happen. He had Travis Scott, some type of Cocoa Puffs or something, but I'm not going to say it's a failure, but here's what I say as a hip hop connoisseur.
It absolutely isn't.
I agree.
Well, it's not the greatest. So
Today, for hip hop, this is not rap. We're talking about hip hop, not pop
Well,
rap.
hold on. I want to let him finish his point because I think he's about to make a point, and I want to let him land. Go for it.
Yeah.
You go, LFX.
Appreciate the landing. So I'm heavy in the comments, so I see what people are saying, and that's how really you refine your product. You see what the people are saying in the comments, you know, and it's coming off as the Clipse are angry older rappers that are stuck on rims and bricks. You know what I'm saying? We saw Jay-Z, probably the greatest that has ever done it. You know, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm a bigger Drake fan than Jay-Z, but we saw the maturation of Jay-Z from Reasonable Doubt to 444. We see no maturation in the Clipse, and you know, they have an audience and they're going to keep an audience, but the marketing, it has to be marketing a great product. Slick Rick did the same thing. Big, heavy marketing, got Nas in it, but
blessings.
6 months from now, it's not going to be any buzz about this Clipse.
I guess we will see. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate.
So I'm gonna let. All right, we go.
Hold up, I got a comment on that shit. These my guys. Hold the hell up.
Hold on. Did TC leave? Okay, TC left because I want. I know we had
just
somebody.
said that?
All right,
I feel.
y'all get him. I already know what y'all finna do. So let me be quiet. Go ahead.
Personally, let me tell you something. As to speak for somebody that knows what it takes to get this type of a rollout out, to get this type of an album out, to make this kind of music, to fly back and forth from the United States for a year and a half to create this music. Let me tell you something. This album, not only will it be here a year from now, it's also going to be nominated for a Grammy. And if Kendrick is probably going to win Album of the Year, if a pop album, and they probably have a chance to win the Rap Album of the Year. I'm telling you, because if they win Rap Album of the Year, Kendrick will still win because he's a part of the album. I'm telling you, they have a chance. And they did everything beyond the media and podcast shit. Beyond that shit, they just did the ESPYs. They just performed grinding and ace trumpets at the ESPYs. They are going for a Grammy. If you know anything about this shit, once you go start going to mainstream media, you are putting together your Grammy run. And that's what they are doing. They're about to go on tour. The tour is going to sell out all across the country. It's going to sell out overseas. They're already adding dates overseas. They're adding dates in New York right now. They are going for it. This album, not only will it be here a year from now, it will be here multiple years from now. This
sounds like a success to me.
And I also want to comment on this. I think what we're talking about when it comes to Clipse and Travis Scott is possibly a marketing versus brand conversation. The Travis Scott brand sells. We know that. Travis Scott, to the demo that Travis Scott caters to,
is a just add water pancakes. That's what Travis Scott.
Yes, but that Travis younger demo
is just add water pancakes. These niggas just made a Thanksgiving meal. They in the kitchen whipping that shit.
Two things. Wait. Two things.
Hold on. I do want to throw this in there though.
Go ahead.
Travis Scott has an audience that's going to stream. It's a younger demo.
Yep.
That's going to stream.
Yep.
That is going to show up at That's going to snow. Hold on. They're going to show up at the sneakers app to get the latest, Travis Scott Nikes. I'm one of those people who loves the Travis Scott Jordans and the collabs that he's done. He caters to a demo that those numbers will show up.
Exactly.
So when we're comparing 200,000, or I don't even know what the Jack Boys album numbers were. I
Like
just know that they
30,
debuted #1.
like 230 or something.
But we also
okay. So when we compare Travis Scott's 230 to the Clipse 113, that still doesn't negate the Clipse rollout.
Yeah.
Two, I think everybody. Well, I won't say everybody because it doesn't sound like it's a unanimous thing. But I'm with you on this thing. We won't discuss this Jack Boys album next week.
yes,
This
but
Clipse
also
album,
Don't
we'll be
forget
talking about
that.
this like say up into Grammy season for sure.
exactly, and
Don't
also
forget
too,
that.
we gotta two things. The Clipse album going to continue to be talked about because they're going on tour, and tours do that, and that's why they're genius, because we're still going to keep talking about this. But also, we can't discount what Travis did to build his brand. He still put in the work, and he still told a story. He still markets directly to the Ragers, and he has a story. So we can't just be like, oh, Travis just got happy, got lucky, whatever. He's been in the game 20 years too, damn near. So we can't discount that as well.
Remember that Travis Scott is 34 and the Clipse is 48 and 50. That's the first thing. So
Exactly.
even before we, let's say that the Travis Scott has a broader audience. I'm just saying prospectively, we have to see if Travis Scott make it to 48 to make the argument equivalent, because it's not an
Somebody
equivalent argument.
preach.
It's like I'm 39 next month. Duran the third, my son, he's 19. He's like I said, Dad, I'm that guy. I was like, yeah. Talk to me at 39. When you go through all of the shit your dad had to go through, and don't utilize my money as you get there. None of it. Yeah, you already have my name, so we're fucked on that, and you look like me. But don't utilize anything with mine. Then talk to me, and stay on the east and west side of Detroit before you go to LA at 30. Then talk to me. So it's one of those things where if we're comparing the two, which I wouldn't compare because it's all a part of Black culture, but if we're comparing the two, Travis Scott should be at 7 million at 34, like literally at 7 million sold, and clip it shouldn't be 100,000 difference.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So that's the one thing, but I don't think it's necessary to compare. But don't forget that Travis Scott and Pusha T was a part of the same camp. Kanye's tutelage. I'm talking about post Pharrell for Pusha T when he went solo, when he was in charge of Kanye's label.
Good music.
Kanye signed Travis Scott. Like he taught Travis Scott everything he knew, and Pusha T was the president at the time. So we don't know what history is there between Travis Scott and Pusha T. Last thing, Pusha T. Let's not forget that the luxury rap, people love the luxury rap, but these are guys that people are they're seeing these guys in Paris. They're seeing these guys around the world. The world does not view Pusha T as some graunchy hood dirty dudes. They view these guys as the same little circle as Jay-Z, maybe 7 degrees down. They know it's the difference between Jay-Z and them, but they see them in the same circle. Like you guys see how Pusha T move around. So now on the marketing tip, they did a great job. They did an awesome job, because I'm one of those ones. I started out working for the radio station back in the day when we had to tape, like utilize a stapler and tape things on trees around Detroit. Like they did a phenomenal job with the rollout. It's something to actually be studied. This is just the beginning of it, and I think that Kendrick helped them out as well, because Kendrick showed people that, hey, we're still rappers. That's what this thing you all love, white people, white America. That you guys like to bop to. It started like how we're doing it now, and they were able to piggyback on that. Not to mention the feature. I think that was strategic, them leaking that feature with Kendrick and saying, hey, we not only know Kendrick, that's our homie. He's on our song, and he may be dissing Drake on this. You guys decide. So all of that was very methodical. And let's not forget, to Dean's point, anything Pharrell has, he's in charge of men's fashion at Louis Vuitton. Those guys are going to be on it. So just, it's a lot of things to consider. I'm going on mute.
Hey, I want to get TC in before we wrap today because it's 11 o'clock. TC, I know you came
And
up.
I'm late, Nick. I'm in New York, man. So that time hit me. I thought I was going to be on time today. I took a little nap and I was fucked. Yeah.
Ain't no thing.
You can get in there too.
Hey, what's going on? Hey guys. No, go right ahead, man. There's some other stuff that I want to talk about, but I'll chime in on the next call. Appreciate you.
Blessings, bro. Lindell, how's your microphone? You want to get in there before we close out?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we hear you.
Where you calling from?
I'm back here in New York, man. Durant, what's up, man? I thought you was on the West Coast.
Oh yeah, man. No, I'm in New York for a few days, but I got a business here. But yeah, I live in LA.
Okay. So one thing that I found in this space where they was able to utilize themselves, like really far different than what I ever could imagine them being. Was they used the reaction community on YouTube to a level that Kendrick did the first time he released Not Like Us. And my son brought it to my attention because he was like, Dad, they just caught up. That 16 years with the reactor community, they literally just closed the margin with anybody that was already on that out there doing things. And my son, I was like, what makes you? He's like, man, I'm willing to look at a reactor on YouTube and learn the music and listen to what they're saying versus, and the beats are great, but man, imagine what they're saying right now and allowing that community to take off. So it was a great marketing piece to them to use the reactor community on YouTube to a level like Kendrick did when he rolled out Not Like Us, to now us now thinking about the whole business model and what they're saying completely different. So that's what I put out there.
Wow. Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you for that.
So look, it's 11:02. I want to go ahead and wrap the call. But I do want to throw this last little caveat out. I was super inspired by this whole rollout because like it's refreshing. And like Dean said, and Shaka is right. I will give him that. This is what we used to do in 2000, prior to like maybe 2006. I mean, I think Jeezy, we did TM 101. We did all of this. We did the magazine rollouts. We did the, go to the radio station. We did those rollouts. So I want to say those rollouts probably worked up until
2000.
I would say pre-Future, but post Jeezy. So somewhere in 08, 09, maybe 2010. But it's been at least 15 years since we've seen a meaningful, purposeful, intentional rollout that hit outlets. The music was delivered early. There was an opportunity to rate, talk about the music prior to everyone hearing it. So, Dean, you're right. Like I said, in the absence of real rollouts, this feels like genius. And so I can see what Shaka would be like, I'm not impressed, or they didn't do anything special, but they did do something special in 2025.
All I want to say is, this ain't about the Clipse no more. This is about anybody here. You got a business, whatever, right? You have to utilize multiple touch points to market and promote whatever you're doing, right? The internet is so crowded. Social media is so crowded. I talked to Dochi's team last year when they did her whole digital marketing plan. They said they spent $500,000 on digital marketing alone on Dochi, a half. I talked to Bianca over at Rock Nation about this plan that she just said she was over the clip. She said, Dean, I've been working on this clip shit for 1.5 years every day. To the other point where she was like, they made sure I worked on nothing else for 1.5 years, but the clips. That's the other
part. Come on.
Yeah, time to where, and if Nick knows this, Jason knows this, when you're a product manager at labels, you probably got like 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 artists that you're responsible for, if not more. So you can't even give this level of attention to an artist if you wanted to, right? So for them to tell her you're not working on nothing else for 1 year, but the clips shows that they had a mission of making this successful. No distractions. So all I'm saying is to anybody, utilize marketing at different touch points. Yes, we need social media. Yes, we still need traditional media and radio and magazines, even if they're print magazines, digital magazines. Yes, we still need street teams. Yes, you can reach out to Nick, use the video truck, whatever it is, like use all touch points of marketing and PR to really push your brand, whether it's your personal brand, a business that you're building, etc. Because if you stick to the internet and social media, you will get lost unless you got $250,000 or more to spend in digital marketing on your product.
But be the Clipse. Have something because it's still the Clipse. It's still these people are still talented. Be the Clipse first before you're gonna waste all that bread.
Gotta have something worth selling.
Dean hit it on the head, and that's exactly how I was gonna land it. Like I said, they hit multiple touch point. It wasn't all social media. It wasn't all YouTube. It wasn't all Instagram. It wasn't all memes. It wasn't all reactor videos. It wasn't all print media. They hit everything. And I think, from us, looking at it from afar, anybody who really closely watched this thing, we were like, damn, like they literally did it all. Like they literally hit every point. And Dean, you nailed it. Like I said, I'm at 1 RPM. I got 65, 70 artists to pay attention to. So imagine the little time that I have to truly devote to somebody. So having 1.5 years to just concentrate on one thing.
I was like, yo, you reach out to Nick so we can bring some artists at 1 RPM. I said, yo, Nick got a lot of fucking artists.
but every distro company got a lot of artists. So it's not like a Nick thing. It's not even a 1 RPM thing. 1 RPM, United Masters, fucking, it don't matter. All of them, Empire, everybody, because that's the distro business model is volume more so than, hey, let's just concentrate on these 8, 9, 10 guys for the year. Distro is just crowded. So I think anybody coming into that space, it requires you to have a team, which is what Alita said earlier. You need a team of people around you that care about you. Because by the time you get to Nick is going to give you as much as he can give you. But again, Nick's attention is divided by 70. You need a team whose attention is divided by 1. It's only you that care about the end goal. And a lot of times the team that cares about you is just you. So give yourself that time, give yourself those touch points, give yourself that opportunity to plan in your business to make people care. I see so many people who I've known over the last few years that were crypto experts, then became cannabis experts, then became real estate experts, then became, and I'm like, oh, you do everything. You're full of shit. Because you know what I'm saying? And there's no history or any background of you doing any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it all looked funny. It all looked like a hustle. It all looked like you getting over. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see my people who I know that smoke or have sold weed, and all of a sudden they in cannabis, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I know the story. You know what I'm saying? If you're a person that works out every day and all of a sudden now you're making a sports drink or a water or some kind of fitness related product, I'm like, that makes sense. I've been seeing work out for the past year or two. Like tell that story, but so often we're just like, hey, I got a thing, I'm promoting it on Instagram, let's go. And it's up and out. And I think that we've lost the plot a lot of times, especially when it comes to marketing. So this was a breath of fresh air. I was excited about it. I'm continuing to be excited about it. And I love the fact that I'm seeing outlets that are not even music outlets talk about how clever, how wise, how astute, how smart the rollout was. So, hey man, shouts out to all of y'all. The people who are on this call, I appreciate everybody who did it. This isn't even our normal reach, but the people who got on the call, this is the audience I wanted to talk to because this is the audience that actually cares about this type of shit that stuck through the whole hour. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna need
what'd you say, Gary?
you're gonna need part 2. That's a lot of people trying to you're gonna need a whole part 2. There's a lot of people trying to give their right there.
Yeah, I was about to say we gotta do a part 2, but where our marketing group chat at, Nick? Like, what are we doing?
Hey man.
Ooh.
Hey,
Hey, where our marketing group chat so we can talk offline when all this shit hit in real time?
Wait, hey, okay. To that point, Jason, I'm glad you said that. I was talking to hold on, I want to say this. I was talking to TP, and TP when TP was saying that the conversation that got Big X to plug the connect to what's the gambling company that's here in town? Is it
DraftKings or
DraftKings? No,
DraftKings.
Prize Picks. Prize Picks is here in Atlanta. And TP was like, you know how we found Prize Picks, right? He's like, yeah, we was in the group chat and we just fucking around in the group chat, and somebody was like, yo, Prize Picks is in Atlanta. There's about 10 of them in the group chat, and somebody or between the 10 of them, they all went and tracked down Prize Picks and was able to deliver that to Big X the plug. I bring that up to say, yeah, we need to do that. Alita, I absolutely want you on that. Gary, Dean, Jason, Tori, Corey, whoever. I want to do that because I feel like beyond this call, putting some good, some great minds together, some clever minds together, some creative minds together. There's a lot of shit that we could do. We actually had a call. What was that, Alita? Maybe a month or so ago. We were talking about just we were talking about tourism in Atlanta and just how cities were promoting, how cities promoted themselves and getting the locals to go to like local tourist attractions. And even then, Alita was like, yo, if we took some of this stuff off the call and just put our resources together, I think it could lead to some cool shit. And we didn't do it. So I'm glad you said that. Let's start that today. Let's make that happen today. I would love to do a one that's wide open, but also one that's a little more private, just because ain't nothing against anybody else, but these are people that I've grown with over the years and I've known for years. Dean, Jason, these guys are Gary, I've known these people 15, 20 years of just kind of moving around. But yeah, I want to do it, but I also want to open it up wider to the audience that jumps on with us every week, because I think there's some resources that we need to take advantage of that are in the audience that may never speak.
Do it on Telegram. Do it on Telegram, Nick. Like I said,
Telegram. All right, shit. Put me down. Like I say, whatever we need to do. I want to do it, and I want to do it starting today. I don't even want the day to go by without us getting this started. So, like I said, and if you're in the chat, shit, I don't even know how we're gonna do this. Maybe we'll just something. We'll start it today somewhat. But Gary, I don't know how we can kind of keep up with everybody that's on the call. But I
Yeah,
want to figure
so
out
when you do the
how to.
Telegram, Nick, you could do it. You could start it as private. You make a
Okay.
Telegram. He's smart enough to do this. Make a Telegram, start as private, and then once you guys start decide who you want to have in, you can share. Because if you really want it private, you're not going to be able to share the link in the group call like this because everybody will have access to it. But you can DM it to them directly. So maybe I'm not going to throw Gary out there, but if they want to DM Gary, Gary can actually send them the Telegram link because once they have it, they can get access in it. And you can make the people you want to be admins in the Telegram. Telegram is great because they have the largest reach for a messenger out of all of the messaging platform. And two, you can share files and stuff in it, and then you can turn it into a business if the chat become big enough.
All right, I want to do both. I want to, like I said, I want to do a private one, but I want to do a public one as well. Because I guarantee you, there's somebody that's in the audience that listens to this call every fucking week and doesn't say a word and just listens, but has resources, has reach, knows people, has creative ideas, but just never speaks. And I think that if we're in a group chat situation and I'm like, damn, does anybody know the person that does da 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 da? It's probably somebody in this audience that's like, yep, I actually do. So
Yeah, started as private and invite people. Even if you wanted to feel like it's public, just get an invite to a lot of people that maybe come to your room regularly. Because once it's public, even people outside of your network can get in there, like Russians and everything. I spend a lot of time kicking motherfuckers out of the group chat. So start it as private, so you can maintain it. It's literally 1 second of a click to make it public in the settings. Turn this public, boom, one button. So it's not like it's a constraint once you're ready to actually make it super public. But start it as private so you can manage it, because outside of what you can see, Telegram has like 1 billion people, and people will be coming in your chat, and it'll get crazy. You'll want to shut it down. I know you, Nick. You'll shut that motherfucker down fast and leave it. You'll leave your own chat.
Hey, what? Hey, that's crazy. So yeah, let's get that done today between me, Tiff, Gary, somebody. We're gonna get this done. So man, I thank y'all. Thank you for the idea, and Duran again. Thanks for the plug on exactly where to actually make this happen. That I definitely want to do it. So hey guys, we do this call every single Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time ish. We talk marketing, we talk creativity, we talk rollouts. Oh, side thing, Dean, I'll call you on the side about that. I want to do something else called the rollout, and I want to do it with you. So we need to talk about that. But anyway, we do this call every single Monday. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. Join us next week, man. We're gonna come up with another hot topic to talk about. Maybe we'll talk about the astronomer
Nick, gonna add
CEO.
me on that rollout. I need in. Gonna add me on that.
Yeah. No,
I
you're
need
on the
that.
list. You're
I
on the
need
list.
that.
Hey,
I
we're
already
gonna
know
talk
what's
about the
happening.
astronomer CEO getting caught.
Yep, I need all. Yep, I already know what's going on.
Yo,
Yep, add me to that.
wear masks at concerts.
Yep.
Wear masks.
That's my
Don't
only.
cheat.
Hey, wear masks
No,
at
play
concerts.
it off. Don't act guilty.
Wear
Don't
a
cheat in
mask.
public. I mean, you shouldn't cheat, but don't cheat in public. Come on, y'all.
There's a marketing lesson in that somewhere. We just got
Oh,
to
I'm
figure out. We
wearing
got to
fact.
extract
shiesty
it.
masks at concerts from now on. Wearing the shiesty.
Oh God. Hey,
There you
all right,
go.
dog.
All right, now y'all. See y'all next week. Peace.
All right.
Later.
And